Welcome to Fresh Fishing and welcome to a special edition of Pimp My Bivvy.
So you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't flying. You gotta hit us up to get a pimped out
Bivvy.
You've got to pimp my
Bivvy.
Yeah, welcome guys. So obviously those of you that are new to the channel, you might not be aware of the feature that we do on PB Busters called Pimp My Bivvy.
It's basically, what is it? Basically, when we're out filming PB Busters is basically a series where we're doing specimen carp fishing. Any new stuff we get, basically for our fishing gear, we just like to show it off.
We just throw it into Pimp My Bivvy. Yeah, throw it into Pimp My Bivvy. Show kind of, I mean, to be honest with you, it's always Foxy. Like
I've got a buying problem. I'm like a crack addict.
Yeah.
No, it just came about organically, didn't it? Like, it was just daft. Like, we were just always going out and we were filming PB Busters anyway, and then one day we got something and then we were messing about and I said, oh, we should do like Pimp My Ride, Pimp My Bivvy. Yeah. So it came about organically. So yeah, it's just a little feature we do in there. Yes,
obviously show off your new gear, but at the same time, yeah, just kind of make a fool of yourself as well, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, we have that. But well, firstly, we were supposed to be at Wainstones, so the reason that we're doing this special edition of Pimp My Bivvy is one, because I've got a new bivvy, and two, because there's no night fishing, so not really going to get a chance to actually get the bivvy out and get in it. Like I say, we were supposed to be at Wainstones for 3 nights in February. Obviously with lockdown and stuff, that's been pushed out, so that's not happening now.
This is his 3rd bivvy in under a year. The lad has an issue.
I told you I'm like a crackhead. I am the true meaning of tackle tart now.
Literally.
Like, it is bad. It is bad.
But to be fair, Joe, your first bivvy broke in the wind.
Yeah.
Obviously, your second bivvy is the one.
And by the way, if you want to see that bivvy break, go to the first episode of PB Busters, and you'll see a very me.
Yeah. Your second bivvy, obviously, you got the Sabre.
Yeah, so I copied Wayne because Wally helped me. He came through that day when it broke, and I managed to get one for that weekend.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that bivvy is spot on.
Yeah, that bivvy's doing me wonders. Obviously, I've got the overwrap for it as well, so I'm in no rush to get a new bivvy, but I probably will now Foxy's got a new one, because
it's like I'm pushing him to just do it all the time. Every time I buy something new, he's like, I need to get one of them.
Oh, I swore again.
It's hard to beep it.
Like, oh god, you get all this new gear you're getting, you're making me having to keep up. So obviously, I'm not one for being so much of a tackle tart, although I do like nice gear.
It is nice, isn't it? Do you know what? He started this, getting his new rods and his reels, Shimano reels and bloody Avid Exodus rods. He's the one that started this. At first I was happy to just use Dad's second-hand gear and stuff. But anyway, when was it? Like December time, I decided, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get a new bivvy. Yeah. I put on our Instagram, anyone that wants to buy my bivvy, it's up for sale. And I think it was, let me just check, I think it was Daniel Warnes? Yeah, Daniel Warnes. So Daniel bought my old bivvy with the overwrap, and he also bought my bed chair as well, so thanks buddy. So that got sold, and then I knew which one I wanted. I basically wanted a bivvy which had like a fold out spider system, and I was looking around and stuff, and I really wanted the Nash Titan Camo Pro. I think that's what it is, and it was selling out everywhere, and this was supposed to be for my birthday as well, which is in February, but because it was selling out everywhere, I saw one left on eBay, and I just had to get it.
Right, I'm getting it.
So without further ado, this is the Nash, what is it?
Titan.
This is the Nash Titan Pro Camo. This is the Nash Titan Hide Pro Camo. What do you think? What are you? Wayne hasn't seen this before. I don't think you've really looked at it online or anything. So what are your initial thoughts on it? Obviously you've seen me put it up as well.
Yeah, I've just seen you put it up. Initial thoughts, it's nice. I like it. I mean, I've just kind of popped my head into the inside of it. Kind of initial thoughts again. I don't know whether it's bigger than the Sabre. It's probably similar sort of size, but I think the Sabre slightly edges it inside. Because it's camo, I'm a bit worried how I'm going to see him when we're on the bank. If he's in his bivvy, he's just going to be disappeared, isn't
Everything is camo. Camo.
I like the
Peak.
I like the peak. Yeah. Obviously, like it was so easy to put up. A lot quicker. I love the fact that there's not as many pegs to put in, because that is one thing with the Sabre that I don't really enjoy.
The pegging
There's
out.
loads of pegs to put in. There's probably like 12 pegs in total. With this, there's like 5 pegs.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference on a cold day when you're having to kind of screw or push in pegs.
Fold your thingy out, peg it in, and you're away.
Yeah. It's pretty.
It is good to look at, to be fair.
It's pretty. Do you know what? I think like a big positive for this, I've noticed like on the back of the back of the bivvy is more, it's more kind of straight line, so it's not curved.
Yeah.
So you can squeeze things up right to the edge.
Which is one of, like, if you watch any other videos or watch any features on it, that's a big thing that they say. You can push your bed right up to the back.
Because you pretty much got like flat walls until you get to a certain height.
It's just
So what you tend to find with like the Sabre, and that's all I can really compare it to, because that's all I know. With the Sabre, it starts kind of curving up to the top from the floor.
Yeah.
Whereas this kind of almost starts curving up from up here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So you can push your bed right to the back, basically.
But that's what makes me feel like there's less floor space. I feel like they've compromised a bit of floor space.
But you've got a bit more height, maybe.
You've got more height, but because of that less floor space, you can push your bed back. So I don't know, maybe it works out roughly the same.
Probably.
But no, it's cozy. I like this this extra attachment in the bottom. What's this called?
That is the vapor panel.
Vapor panel.
Vapor shield or something, I think.
Loads of positives. In my opinion, there is a couple of negatives. Mainly just the fact that Nash have been and make you buy everything separately.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a second. I'll go over exactly how much I've spent on this.
But no, there's some lovely features, man. You've got obviously the mesh paneling. There's four windows. Four windows.
So that will be nice in the summer, like, you know, to get some airflow.
That'll be all, and that's something that I'm gonna need in the summer, because I remember sweating my tits off
at Old Mill.
At Old Mill in my bivvy last
Yeah,
time.
it was just like incredible.
You've got some lovely little pockets here to put your bits and bobs in.
Yeah.
One either side. And let's not forget
a little hanging hook.
Little hanging hook, you know, nice little accessories.
Yeah, so you can just hang your bivvy light there, or your alarm, or whatever.
Listen, like it's a good little purchase. Well done, fair play to you.
Cheers, mate.
So, mate, what made you get this one?
Well, I think you've already kind of touched on it a little bit, but main thing for me was like the spider leg setup. You know, like you literally got to put a few poles in, fan it out, and you literally set up like that. That is it. Peg it out, and you're done. So for me, it was that kind of ease of getting it up and down, and like we were just talking off camera, to be able to move pegs. Like often when we're at Tees Valley, and peg 5 will come free, and we know peg 5's good, and we think, can we bother moving? Well, this would just enable it. We're saying you could still move the Sabre ones, but this just makes it a lot easier, because you literally just pick it up, put it down.
Yeah.
So that was like the main thing for me. I wanted the spider type setup, and then obviously like the features inside of it. I tell you what, do you know what really got me?
What?
The camo. I'm a sucker for camo, honestly. I could have got the Nash Titan Hide non-camo, and it's a little way cheaper.
Serious?
Yeah, it's way cheaper, but listen, it's not the newest one, and it doesn't have all the
features,
the vents and stuff.
Ah.
So that was a big thing for me, because I was thinking with summer. But yeah, for me, it was the spider thing, then the little features inside, like what you just kind of went over, the pockets, the little hook inside, the vapor shield, the windows. and the fact that you can push the bed right to the back, so it gives you a little bit more kind of height and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So so yeah, that's why I went for it. Obviously we haven't put the door on yet, so should we quickly have a little? It comes in its own little bag. So
this is what I was saying about like having to buy things separately.
Yeah. So
my opinion, a door is quite essential for a bivvy. It's not a shelter, is it? It's not a day shelter. It's a bivvy.
So like basically you had to buy. This was extra. The ground sheet was extra, and what else was there? Then you can get a mozzie net.
Mozzie net for the door.
Yeah, which I haven't gone for because obviously I was thinking, well, we're in winter now.
That's not essential, is it? All right, it is in the summer, but it's not essential for a bivvy. So I can understand that being separate, but have to buy a door as well.
Huh?
To have to buy a door.
I know.
Nice and easy to go up. Yeah, that's decent.
So it does. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
Okay, so it zips up there.
Yeah.
And then there's the actual door. No, all in all, mate, it's a good little job, good little number. Do you know what? Actually, though, like one last thing I just want to say, you can feel the difference in the material with this to the Sabre one. Like this does feel better quality.
Yeah.
Like the thickness of the actual material of the bivvy is better for sure. Thicker. This one, the Sabre one kind of has more of a tent feel to it, whereas this has got like, the material's just thicker, it's just nicer.
Yeah, I don't know what it's made of, and it does feel like proper waterproof, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So go on then, how much you pay?
So, summary of what it cost me, yeah. So, yeah. So, so the bivvy itself was $349. So not cheap at all, considering when we're talking about the Sabre one that we're on about.
Sabre one was 100 quid, yeah.
100 quid. So it's a big difference. The door, 60 quid.
That's a joke.
Yeah. Ground sheet, 60 quid. And they're the two things that I've bought, and then I can buy the mozzie net, which I haven't yet. I probably will do closer to the summer when mozzie is going to be prevalent. That's another 60 quid.
So you spent $470 on this?
Yeah. So
$470. This guy is a serious, keen, avid fisherman.
But bearing in mind, I sold my bivvy. My dad's given me old man River's given me some money for my birthday, so that's going towards it. And then I've got to put a bit towards it. I'm not gonna lie. But do you know what? I'm super happy with it. Like,
well, hopefully it can be a decent kind of investment, you know.
My thinking was, do you know?
But knowing Foxy, before the year's up, it'll change his bivvy again.
Nah, I won't. Although I'll probably be able to sell this one for quite a lot more, won't I? Nah, to be honest, I thought, obviously we go fishing quite a bit. We're planning to do it as much as we can this year in terms of nights and stuff. We've got some pretty cool plans, haven't we? And I just thought, we're out in them enough. Like, it is a good investment. And the good thing with fishing gear is it keeps its value. Like, you can sell stuff. The fact that I sold my old bivvy, do you know what I mean? And I got pretty close to what I paid for it.
Well, I'm not being funny, you only had it for 5 minutes.
Well, true, yeah, it was pretty much good. But nah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
What were you just saying about bivvies there?
Huh?
What were you just saying? He just stood there and
I was just saying, like, I just love bivvy. I don't know what it is. Like, it's the kid in me. You know, like, you just want to sit in a tent. You know, like, when you was a kid, it's like, Dad, can you put the tent up so I can just go sit in the back garden? Yeah.
That is, what are we doing when we go out fishing? We're basically like big kids, aren't we? You get to make your own den.
Yeah.
And you're like, are you camping for the weekend or whatever?
It's awesome.
It's class.
Mate, I think we should just get the kettle on and we'd have a cup of tea in the bivvy.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. No, but that's everything for today's video, guys. Obviously, like Wayne said at the start, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and get involved. We've got quite a bit of old content that's up for your viewing pleasure, and then we've got a lot of plans this year. We're going to France in September. We are going to mark pictures 2 places. once in March hopefully on the Wayne Stearns pull, once
Fingers
in
crossed.
May we're going on his new pull, which is a bit of like a Runswater
I
type.
can't wait for that.
And then we're also planning our own little version of like, basically like what they do on Eurobanks, but we're going to do it in the UK. We're going to try and head down to London, and we're going to try and hit a big fishery, like very well-known fishery, as well as hitting a few of like Wayne's old haunts.
Yeah, a few of the spots that I used to go a few years back, well, a good few years back. See what they're like, and maybe even might look at a new venue, and then obviously a couple on the journey down. So yeah, we've got a nice big road trip planned, haven't we?
Yeah, it's gonna be epic. So loads more content to come. Yeah, so if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the alarm bell so you get notifications. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video whenever that may be.
Hopefully very soon. We'll see you soon. Cheers.